name for your new baby can be such an exciting time. It can also be stressful. The last name you want to pick is one that's shared with your old high school bully. No way. Hey viewers, welcome back to our channel. There are so many possibilities out there and you don't want some run-of-the-mill generic baby name. But on the other hand, you probably want a name that's not too far out there. We get you. So today, we're going to talk about some of the most unique baby names of 2020. Have you ever heard the name Esme? What about Edwidge? Have you ever heard the name Lyra before? We're going to give you some of our favorites right off the top, but we're also going to save some of the best names for last, so stick around. Number 1. Esme. We think this one is best suited for a little girl, but of course you could always assign these names to whatever gender you think works best. Esme actually comes from the world of literature. It has two origins. Most folks will probably recognize it from the hugely popular Twilight series, while others may remember it from the author J.D. Salinger. He wrote a short story back in 1950 called For Esme with Love and Squalor, and we think it is very chic. Who doesn't want a name from a cool story written long ago? Number 2. Edwidge. Our first instinct is to use this one for a boy, but again, the fun part is it's your baby. You get to make the rules. Edwidge is another take on the name Hedwig. Hedwig is also the name of Harry Potter's adorable owl. Edwidge is said to come from a French background. Edwidge is also the name of popular author Edwidge Danicat and means war. Do you love your name, or do you wish your parents named you something else? Comment below and let us know. Number 3. Pim. How adorable is this name? One of our favorites on this list for sure. This name comes from the Dutch nickname for William. If you've been to the Netherlands, you'll likely run into a few Pims, but here in the US, not likely. This could be another great tribute to any Bills or Williams in your family without giving the exact same name. It's also another great unisex option. Number 4. Sula. This is definitely one of the more unique names on our list. Sula is a fun, beautiful name that has been featured in Toni Morrison's novel Sula, who showcases as a strong female lead. We think this name is very interesting and would be a perfect original name for your baby. Number 5. Waverly. This name is of English origin and is said to mean from the brushwood field, or meadow of quivering aspens. This could easily be a unisex name or a less gendered name if that's something you want to consider. Number 6. Ambrose. This one is a beautiful name of Greek origin and means immortal, or immortal one. Who doesn't want to be immortal? We think this is another name for either a boy or a girl. This name brings with it a feeling of intellect and class. Number 7. Atticus. The classic novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee comes to mind here. Atticus is also of Greek origin and is said to mean of Atticus. This name brings with it a feeling of strength and boldness. You're also paying tribute to the Greek politician Herodotus Atticus. Number 8. Beckett. Beckett was originally an English surname that means dweller by the brook. This is also the surname of a very popular author, Samuel Beckett, who's known for many great pieces of literature. A great name for a family of bookworms. Number 9. Dorian. Does Dorian Gray ring any bells? This name is used in Oscar Wilde's classic and infamous book, The Picture of Dorian Gray. The name also stems from Greek origin and is said to mean from the sea. So if you live close to the ocean or have ties to the sea, this might be a great one for you. Number 10. Elwyn. All you D&D and Lord of the Rings fans will love this one. Elwyn is an English name that's said to mean elf friend. This is a great unisex, interesting name. As for the history of this name, it's actually the name of the acclaimed author E.B. White, who wrote classics like Charlotte's Web and Stuart Little. Pretty great namesake if you ask us. Number 11. Henrik. Like Henry, but make it snazzy. Henrik is a very cool and unique twist on the classic name Henry. This one is very unique and would be a great way to honor someone in your family who has the name Henry without giving them the exact same name. If you want to dive into the history of this name, it's not actually very modern at all. It was supposedly the name of a 19th century Norwegian playwright and poet, Henrik Ibsen. Henrik is said to mean ruler of the home, a very creative and interesting name. Number 12. Indigo. This is another name of Greek origin. It's also one that works great for either a little boy or a girl. Indigo is not only a beautiful color, it's said to mean Indian dye. So if you're an artist or painter or work with clothing and dyes, this one might be the perfect name for your baby. Number 13. Sun. Is there anything better than the sun? It gives us life, light, and warmth. That's a pretty perfect definition of a new baby. The name comes from Korea and can mean either goodness or obedient. We prefer goodness, but either way is a beautiful name. If you have Korean roots, this one might be great for you to consider. Plus, if you have a son named Sun, that would be super cute. Number 14. Lyra. This one sort of reminds me of the name Lyric, although less on the nose. There's something musical sounding about this name, and we think it's a beautiful one. Originally, this name is said to be taken from the Lyre of Orpheus, but it's also a popular name in books, a name that truly inspires adventure and imagination. Number 15. Blythe. This one may sound old school, but it's what makes it so darn cute. We think this one is best suited for a little girl. Wait until you hear what it stands for. Happy and carefree. A happy and carefree baby sounds like the perfect baby. Number 16. Cormac. If you're Irish, then you're likely familiar with this one. Cormac is a popular Irish name and the name of Cormac's Chapel that's used a lot in Ireland today and is said to mean destroying sun. The cute nickname of Cormac is Mac. This one is usually given to boys. Number 17. Fleur. Would a rose by any other name smell as sweet? Yes, fleur means flower in French and is a beautiful, delicate name for a little girl. This name is popular in Holland and is used in the Harry Potter book series. A popular nickname for this one is Fleurette, which is so adorable. Number 18. Pillar. Okay, so this name does actually mean pillar, which is kind of cool. Strength, stability, and rooted are just some ideas that come to mind when you think of a pillar. Originally of Spanish origin, the name associates itself with strength, which we think is awesome for a little girl. Girls are strong in many ways, so having a name that reflects that is awesome. Number 19. Seraphina. One of the more melodic and flowing names on this list, Seraphina comes from the Latin word seraphim, or angel. While this one is growing in popularity, we still think it's worth a mention on our list of unique and super cute names. Are you thinking of starting a family? Here's a video you might like called 4 Signs That You're Ready to Become Parents. Now back to our list of 23 unique baby names of 2020. Number 20. Zuri. This is a very unique name here in the US. It's of Swahili origin and translates to beautiful, which is an adorable name for a little girl. If you have any family ties to Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, or Tanzania, this would be a great option for you to honor your heritage. Number 21. Luna. If you're Italian, you might be interested in this name that comes from an Italian background. Luna, as you might have guessed, means the moon, and is a beautiful name for any little girl. It's mysterious and graceful, and works especially well if you had your baby during the night. Some people also switch it up a little bit and add an H on the end with Luna. Number 22. Isolde. You may recognize this name from Wagner's opera Tristan and Isolde. It comes from both Celtic and German backgrounds and can either mean fair one if you're going with the Celtic origin, or the German meaning of ice ruler, or one who rules the ice, which is pretty cool if you ask us, especially if your baby was born in the wintertime. Usually this name is used for a little girl. Number 23. Nuno. How cute is this one? This name isn't very popular in the US unless you have any Portuguese family members. If you happen to have Portuguese in your family, this is a great name to consider. Famous musicians and athletes alike share this one. Traditionally, this name is given to a boy. What is your favorite name on this list? Is your name on this list? Let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of bestie are we if we don't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.